Good morning or afternoon, class. Once again, this is your teacher, Mr. Collins. Today we will be playing a game called Grab the Vocab. All right. Now, the concept of this game, you all will have cards. In between each of you all, there's a container. This container has all the cards that you need. Now, I want you in your groups to spread these cards out face up. I, the teacher, will read a definition. Between your group, the four of you all will reach or compete for the correct word that the definition matches. All right. So, if I was to say all of the individuals of one species that live in an area, and I held up this card, that's what your group would do. All right. You all are competing for the card. All right. So, take about 3 minutes of class, and we will play this game. Go. All right, class. Now it's time for us to move into our lab. So, what I need you all to do, I need everybody to pack up those cards nice and neatly. Make sure you have all of them. Put the paperclip back on and put them back in your bins. All right? Take about 10 seconds to do so. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you very much. I want everybody to open up their labs, the Sunflower Seed Lab 2. I want you to be on page 2. All right? Now, in your groups, what I want you to do, I want you to take 2 minutes and make sure that each section, 1 and 2, are completely filled out. You should have all the questions up to question 6 completed. Take about 2 minutes to do this. Go. All right. Now, what we must do as a group, we must identify our variables. All right. You got to identify the independent variable. What is the independent variable, class? We must identify the dependent variable. What is the dependent variable, class? And we must identify all of our control variables, what we're keeping the same in the experiment. All right. So, for example, if we're changing the number of seeds, what's one thing that we might want to keep the same? Exactly. All right. Now, I will give you all 5 minutes. Fill out the chart here. I want you to fill out this chart, and I want you to answer questions 8 and 9. All right. Question 8, why do we have so many control variables? And question 9, how will you test your independent variable? All right. These questions will be very important as we move on in our experiment. You got 5 minutes? Go. Now, I want everybody to turn with me to page 3. I want to jump into our procedure section. All right. So, in our procedure, I want us to have 3 groups. You want to have 2 experimental groups. That's trial 1 and trial 2. That's where you're changing your independent variable. And then we can have 1 control group, all right, where the independent variable is not changed. So, for example, if I was changing the liquid, all right, if I chose option 3 and I chose to have Gatorade, I would perform my experiment like this. So I would have 1 group with 10 milliliters of Gatorade. So this is what I do. I check it out. I put my graduated cylinder flat on the table. I pour my Gatorade to about 10 milliliters, as you see. You can go down. You can even check it out. See how close you are? Now, what I do, I take my napkin, I fold it up, put it neatly in my sandwich bag. I would take my seeds. So another control variable, I would use the same amount of seeds if I was changing the liquid. Take about 10 seeds, put them in there, and put my Gatorade in. Alright? Now, our control variable or control group in the activity where we're changing the liquid will be one group with water. Alright, so you have two groups where you would change the amount of liquid, and you have one group where you change the amount of water. Alright? You have 5 minutes to answer questions 10 and 11. Make sure you write a detailed description of your procedure. Go. All right. At this time, I want you to take this opportunity to set up your lab. So you all will have 12 minutes to run through your lab. Make sure that you're following all your procedure steps. You take this sunflower seeds out of the bag, put the paper towel in the bag, and then you seal the bag up after you put the seeds back in. All right? Make sure you follow all of your procedures. Now that we have set up our labs and put them on the window, I want you all to answer question 12. Come up with a very well-defined hypothesis. All right? This should be an if-then statement. Go. This will be your exit ticket for class.